Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to talk some Steam news and updates. Want to go over a free weekend that is live right now, and want to talk about something that made the rounds a little bit. Something pretty interesting. Maybe Ubisoft is going to make a bit of a turnaround as far as their Steam releases, because let's just be honest, they have been really underwhelming up until this point, so let's talk about that as well in a little bit. But first of all, Mongrels, a game done by Destructive Creations, is 50% off right now for $22.49, but more importantly, it does have a free-to-play weekend that is live right now. Mongrels is noted to be an isometric real-time tactics game that takes place on the Eastern Front of World War II, dynamic and tactical gameplay with stealth elements tightly packed into a dark, fascinating story. Play on your own or in online co-op. Recent reviews have had it very positive, 86% positive reviews with 15 user reviews. I believe, if my math is correct, that would be 13 positive and 2 negative reviews. It is Steam Deck playable, and it dropped back in October of 2021, so, still going for a hefty price point, all things considered, given that, it's been out for a little bit. 50% off for $22.49. I mean, decent discount, but you guys know me. I'm a little bit cheap when it comes to these kinds of things, but nonetheless, you can try it for free right now all weekend long. I believe the free weekend started yesterday, but it will be lasting the next couple of days, so go have a look at that if you're interested. Moving on from that, as it was making the rounds on social media, Anno 1800, which is a Ubisoft published game, has out of nowhere added Steam achievements. Now, if you have been familiar with the Ubisoft releases recently, they have been very lazy when it comes to the Steam releases, and they have gotten a lot of blowback. And, for a lot of people, you're gonna look at something like Steam achievements and be like, bro, why do you care about Steam achievements? But, it doesn't matter if you don't care about Steam achievements. There are people that do care about it, and it takes probably 2 seconds to implement a feature like this, especially because I believe all these games have Uplay achievements or something to that effect. So all you would really have to do is carry those achievements on over to the Steam page. The achievements are already made, and it takes no effort whatsoever. These Ubisoft releases on Steam have been so incredibly lazy, and at the end of the day, you still have to use the god-awful Ubisoft Connect service, the Uplay service, which is just terrible. And at the very least, if we have to utilize that abomination of a service, can we at least get Steam achievement support? Just the little things, Steam trading card support. Why can't we get things like that? That should be just a regular in every Steam release, especially AAA big budget Steam releases. And games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, yes, it did have a launch discount, but they are charging $59.99 for it, $60 for these Ubisoft games. That's wild, and if you're gonna charge that kind of a price point, at least have it at a premiere setting. And bear in mind, Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out in 2020. This is not a recent release, and it's still going for $60, $140 for that complete edition. My oh my. Ideally, I just wish we could go into a world where every third-party release was like Dead Space Remake. And I say Dead Space Remake because Dead Space Remake was an EA-published game. However, it was a native Steam release. I don't know why EA decided to do that with Dead Space Remake, but apparently going forward, that's not going to be the case. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is still going to go through Ubisoft Connect, ePlay, EA's app, whatever they're calling it these days. They renamed it. It's just the EA app now. And then Wild Hearts also went through the EA app, and those games obviously came out after Dead Space Remake, so we got all excited with Dead Space Remake being like, oh my god, we're done with this, launching through third-party software with EA titles. But no, it was just one game with Dead Space Remake. And then Ubisoft, for a while, they were just like, oh, nah, Steam, we're not going to give you our games. We signed this deal with the Epic Game Store, so we're going to put our games on there. No Steam releases for you. And then, obviously, just like so many other publishers in the past, and, Valve and Steam, they're a lot less petty than I would be. I would be like, yo, you wanted to walk, you wanted to do your own thing? Alright, do your own thing. But guess what? This is why Valve makes millions upon millions of dollars, and I don't. They put pettiness aside, and they do what's best for consumer interests and what's best for their bottom line and business interests. And ultimately, that does pay off for them. But, titles like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, that game being such a mid-release, all of these games being mid-release, The Division, etc., etc. The Division has just been kind of a train wreck on PC for a while now, although I have played it through Steam, and my experience with it from a performance standpoint was rather good, so, but I do know a lot of people that have had issues with that game as well. But hopefully, I don't know, maybe it's just wishful thinking at this stage of the game. With how PC players are treated with a lot of these releases, I just think, you know, to some publishers, it's just, yo, just get these games out. Let's fleece some money from the Steam users. If they want the mid experience, they can have the mid experience. Who cares if it's a bad port? The people that want to play these games are going to settle with it. It's not worth our interest to try to make these ports of high quality. Like, that's really how it feels like a lot of the times, especially... You know, I'd be a broken record to go back to The Last of Us, but, you know, I just tried to jump back into it yesterday, and because I updated my drivers, oh, you knew I had to wait quite a long time for those shaders to be compiled. Not as long as the first time, mind you, but it did take quite a while once again. But nevertheless, you know, at least it's a positive sign as far as this is concerned with Anno 1800 getting achievements. Maybe this is a harbinger of things to come. Maybe, just maybe, they'll try a little bit more with their PC release, which... I don't understand. Like, I feel like there would be financial incentive to put a little bit more effort behind your PC releases, but I don't know. Like, do they just not see the financial incentive there? Like, your games would sell a lot more copy, and I think the amount of copies a game would sell would greatly outweigh the added resources that would have to be invested for a game to be of high quality. But I don't really know the ins and outs on how those things work. Maybe it's, like, really difficult to get a high-quality PC port. I know Nix's, the fine folks over there, are doing a great job with the Sony titles that they are porting, you know, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, things like that. Those have been done really, really well, but in the case of like Iron Galaxy and Naughty Dog with Last of Us, Ubisoft's releases, and Ubisoft and PC has just been a train wreck for a long, long time. I mean, you could go back a decade to some of the abomination of PC releases that Ubisoft has put out, so, you know, it is what it is as far as that's concerned. But that is going to do it for me. Again, I know, talked about War Mongrels very briefly, but that is enjoying a free-to-play weekend. There is a demo available for it as well, if you do want to check that out. A real-time tactics strategy stealth title, and it is 50% off for $22.49 if you do want to ultimately buy it. There is a week-long Hyper Strange catalog sale and a Ghostware Arena of the Dead, which is a new hot release. They're just promoting it, and that is on the banner of the War Mongrels page as well. And as far as Anno 1800, I mean, I barely talked about that. Yes, that game has gotten achievements, and it's nice to see that game getting achievements. You know, that is a $60 release as well, and at least it's nice that that finally has gotten achievements, but hopefully this will spread to all Ubisoft releases, because this is just something that you might say it's such a minuscule feature, but that's exactly the point. It's a minuscule feature that should be in there. Like, it's a premier price game. You should have all of those features just right out the gate. You know, your achievements, your trading cards, everything like that should be there. And ideally, we wouldn't have to use this nonsense Uplay and EA app stuff, but I get that that's probably never going to happen. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.